This is a Tape Deck podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to We'll Run For. This is your host, Tom, and with me, as always, are Diana.
Hello.
Brianna.
Hey.
And Michael.
Hello.
Look at you, no stutter today.
I'm a professional. I have to show Greg what he's missing.
Oh. And you look super fancy because you didn't change after work, so you've got like hard pants on.
Hard pants.
Can we stop with the hard versus soft pants talk?
I know. They're hard pants.
They're jeans.
Yeah, they're hard.
Hard pants.
They're not sweatpants or leggings.
Hard pants. Oh my God.
That's what's going on.
So
I'm in the past, way in the past from when you hear this, and we just had 16 inches of snow, and so I didn't have work today because I never have work, but that's regardless.
Is it just wild with all the snow coming in that you're like, oh, I don't have to plan to be away from home for 48 hours at a time?
That's nice.
Yeah, with this,
Because your whole life was like snow removal.
I would have been at work for 3 days straight with this, without not even kidding, like full 72 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm very happy that I am not there, quite frankly.
Yeah.
Good luck to all who are.
It is funny, like when you work remote, because people kind of want to talk about it, and at the same time, like no one actually cares. Like no one cares unless like their kids are home, and then they're annoyed.
Yeah.
But I'm like, how much snow did you get? And they'll like, my boss is near, she's in Maine. So she'll be like, oh, we have like 20 inches of snow. And I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, I'm just here. Like I'm working. It's fine.
It's just Maine.
Yeah.
It's just Maine. It's
Oh,
it's just
God.
completely normal. So, yeah. I'll update everyone on what my body's doing right now because I was just telling Michael and Brianna that we bought too much milk. So I've had 2 glasses of milk today and I want to die. I'm unwell. When I put chocolate syrup in.
Chocolate milk. Ugh.
I don't like I'll randomly have a glass of milk. Like I don't sit around drinking milk like a psycho, but I'll have milk sometimes because we have so much in the house. I had to get rid of it, and it expires in 2 days.
Yeah, we have to drink a half gallon in the next 2 days,
And then we have a whole nother gallon that expires in like 4 days.
Oh, God.
so
Well, that's better than me because I went to go make eggs, and I'm like, oh, I bought those eggs pretty recently. Let me check the date on them. They expired November 5th.
Oh, yeah.
what?
My eggs expire all the time. First off, they don't last as long as you think. This is also, I know, this is why I can't buy organic because I need things to last. Like, I need those preservatives in them. Because, and then I'll push it. Like, if I pulled out the egg carton and it expired like 3 days ago, I'd be like, they're fine.
Brianna, I should know this, but where do you fall on milk? What's your milk agenda?
Not a milk person
No?
at all. No.
Most
Never
people are
have
not.
been.
Okay.
I like to drink it in a pool after I work out
What?
in my jeans. Just
your
whole milk.
In our hard pants.
In my hard pants.
At least we do like 2%. Like I grew up on whole milk.
Whole milk, yeah.
I tried to do 1% and I kind of got vetoed. It kind of.
No, it's water.
No, skim milk is water.
Skim milk, 1%. Come on.
Aren't skim milk and 1% the same thing? I
No.
thought they were.
Are they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know what they're skimming.
Look, I like milk. Remember those commercials, Michael, 55 years ago? The milk does a body good commercials?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
they were on in like the 90s.
Do you
Where it was like
remember?
this nerdy kid and this hot girl, and he's like, "You may not notice me now, but I'm drinking milk." And then they would like show him like aging up into this buff dude.
Yes. Do you remember Slim Goodbody?
No, what?
Slim Goodbody. What?
I am going to send you guys a picture of Slim Goodbody, who was very popular when I was growing up. All right.
What?
We're gonna send it right now, and here, some people will know who this is. But yeah.
Is it like a Philly thing, or will
No,
other
he
people know
was
what you're talking
huge.
about?
Slim Goodbody was huge.
In the 80s?
Yeah.
Is this?
That's not a real thing.
It's a
The
real
inside
thing.
story. This is our cover art.
This is our cover art. Michael, I know you don't
Why?
like the AI slop, but I'm putting my face on that.
I also, this guy is also extremely like ethnically ambiguous. He could be anything.
He looks
Truly.
like Screech. He looks like Screech.
He does.
So if you
Oh my
don't,
god.
if you don't know who
he's
Slim
with Captain
Goodbody,
Kangaroo. I know who that
Yes.
is.
there you go. See, was in
Slim
that whole
Goodbody.
era,
That's
yeah.
That's terrifying actually. If you
Captain Kangaroo was on in like the 70s. Like I don't have memories of watching Captain Kangaroo. I have memories of references to Captain Kangaroo,
Oh, I watched Captain Kangaroo.
not actual Captain Kangaroo.
We also had Captain Noah. That was a Philly thing,
we had Captain Chesapeake.
and we also had Chief
What?
Chief Halftown, which I'm sure was-
Chief what? What's the second part?
Chief Halftown.
Half
Oh,
down?
no.
Yeah.
Seems problematic.
Yeah, he was on before Captain Noah. And there was
Oh,
also
my
Al
God.
Albert's Showcase, which was an old man with little kids all dolled up and performing for him, which I'm sure is
Well,
not an issue.
what else are they supposed to do?
Like
They've got to have jobs.
you gotta teach a kid to work.
They've got to have jobs.
And this is why we need a plan for these episodes, because honestly, this is ridiculous and I love every minute of it.
The children yearn for the mines.
They do.
Oh,
Hey,
God.
Michael,
Yes.
do we have any new 5-star reviews?
After
we?
this, I'm sure.
Again, as of when we're recording this, who knows when, like the number changed, but we don't have any new like written,
Oh, that's fine. That's good.
which is fine.
That's
But,
great.
You know,
Yeah, but just, share the show and stuff like that. We appreciate that.
absolutely. What are we running for?
Oh, I'll jump in because I went out for National Margarita Day. So I guess this ages us, but there's a little coffee shop that's right next door and they have baklava and I can't get it anywhere really. And it's homemade and delicious. And here's a real story. I bought 2 pieces with every intention of being like, oh, I'm going to bring one home to Tom.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I'm not going to tell him I bought this extra piece of baklava because if I change my mind and I want to eat it, I don't want that to be an option that I don't have.
That's fair.
It's fair. It's fair.
And
I get
I felt guilty last night and I told him, but I still haven't given it to him. It's still an option for me, the second piece. Is it a piece? I guess it's a piece, right? Do they make it as a cake and then cut it?
Yeah, you cut it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe it's cut. Yeah.
It's so freaking good. So good.
I am running for bonjour, buongiorno, grazie.
Bonjour,
What?
Dave.
Hopefully, when you're listening to this, I'm running somewhere in France or somewhere in Italy, as I will be in both. And that's what I'm running for.
Are you going to Disneyland Paris?
Absolutely not. I'm not traveling across the world to go to freaking Disney places. I'm sorry.
Well,
No shade
I
to
am.
people who do. That's fantastic. But
But Arendelle.
Arendelle. There's so much else to see in the world besides Disney stuff that I can't. Also, Connor would be like, no, we're not doing that.
Well,
I
because
mean,
he's bougie.
No, he loves Disney, but he's like, we're going all the way. Why would we go to Disney? We're going like, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Experience the place you're in.
Look, I'm experiencing that in Disney. The cast members are slightly rude.
I guess I'm running for whenever this comes out. I think it's before Springtime Surprise.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm running for what's probably going to be a very, very hot experience, but very happy to get back down to Run Disney and, hang out at the expo. All the Run Disney stuff. I'm excited for this one. So yeah, I'm running for Springtime Surprise.
Awesome. I'm excited.
Nice.
I'll be there cheering.
I didn't think about what I was running for until we started talking about this. So I'm like, yeah, we're not doing all the usual stuff. I guess I'm running for getting super emo with Tom and Diane on Saturday.
Oh,
Yes.
So we have that.
Mhm.
Emo kids, that's right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're doing dinner before Michael. Like, I know it's an hour, but
What date
and I don't
is
know
it?
what you're doing on
I
Saturday.
think it's way further than an hour.
Oh,
Oh, when is it
and
even?
here,
Saturday in Harrisburg.
Oh, this Saturday. Oh, I thought you meant
Yeah.
in the future Saturday.
Oh,
No.
no.
Oh, no, I'll be a princess. I can't.
Oh, that's
oh,
right.
that's right, Princess. That's
I'm
right.
going down for princess, yeah.
I think we're getting sushi.
It's definitely more than an hour away for me. to
Okay,
get
it's
there.
like 2.5 for me. So
Oh, is
my
it?
God. Where,
actually,
where's
no.
it?
I think it's close. It's like, it might be 2. I think when I looked at GPS last night, it was during the snowstorm. So that probably screwed with it. 'Cause I
Oh,
think
yeah. You can't do that.
Ryan has to go out there for work like every so often, and it's like a really easy day thing. So I don't think it's
Oh,
Where-
gotcha.
fun.
I
Where'd you
thought
say it was?
closer.
Was it Hershey or
It's Harrisburg, so basically.
Harrisburg? Oh, yeah. That's not
Yeah.
that bad. No, I used to
It's
go out
just
there
straight turnpike, so it's an easy
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah, I used to go
Yeah.
there for bowling all the time. So
For bowling.
there was a Lebanon bologna tournament out there.
Oh, my God.
Obviously.
If you got 6 strikes in a row, you got a bologna.
Like
I think-
alpaca bologna or like a single bologna?
Like,
Like
a
a
single full bologna.
What does that even mean? Like,
You got to
is
like
it-
bologna.
is it like a I'm gonna say tube?
Yeah, it's like a giant hot dog type thing.
That's what is that called?
A
Bologna.
bologna.
No, like
Like
a
a
meat
casing?
stick?
yeah,
meat stick?
like a meat stick, I want to say an ear of bologna. That's not it.
Yeah.
That,
I am so dumb.
an
Yep.
ear of bologna.
I had so many. The best was I was a vegetarian back then, and I had so many. I would get bolognas and just give them away to people because I didn't eat bologna, obviously. I'd give away my meat stick
Oh my lord.
in beautiful Lebanon, PA, which is right near Harrisburg and Hershey and all that.
Oh, gotcha. I think it's only like an hour and a half for us.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
God. Tom's photoshopping his face onto.
Oh,
You're all
right.
giggling.
That is going on. That's actually. I'm saving that for the episode art.
Ugh.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm not a huge proponent of AI. I don't like it because I know a lot of artists. I know musicians. I know artists, graphic designers, and I really do not like how AI is just kind of the easy way out. So
I don't know. He makes a
Oh.
lot of stuff, but I yelled at him about posting it, so he won't post it. But he'll be like, "Look, I turned us into vampires," and I'm like, "Stop
That's what Ryan does that sometimes, where he just like has a day where he's like, "Oh, I was bored in the office, so here's the cat skateboarding on a half pipe."
Yeah,
Here's the cat skateboarding on a half pipe. Oh my
I'm
god.
like, I will die if you post any of this. Do not. Oh goodness,
did everybody say what they're running for?
I think so.
Mhm.
Yes, Lebanon bologna. Everybody's bowling.
Lebanon bologna.
Running for
Oh.
Lebanon bologna.
I love a good fried bologna sandwich.
Oh, my dad used to make those.
They're so good.
And then he would always ask me if I wanted one. And I'd continue to say, Dad, I don't like bologna. I've never liked bologna my entire life. And yet, every time he made one.
And pork roll is not the same thing, but there's a minor league baseball team in Jersey called the Pork Rollers.
No, is there?
Oh, it's
That's
the
a-
Blue Claws. It's the pork rollers are going to be there. alternate this year.
See?
It's like
God,
a combination of bowling and pork roll.
I kind of want that hat.
I have to
It's
find
like
it.
the Gabagools.
Oh.
That was something last year. All right, we're back off the rails. What do we want to talk about?
So we were thinking, because we recently had Brianna join the show, and it's been a long time since we introduced ourselves. We got new listeners. You guys may have gone back and listened to our early episodes.
For some reason.
I'm sorry. I don't know. Honestly, you're still here, so I don't know if it's changed all that much. So we wanted to kind of give a rundown of like who we are, what's it all about. Tom's going to list every race he's ever done, and then
in order,
and then we're gonna wrap it up. So, yeah, why don't I give like a kind of a structure of like how our show works, all that good stuff. And then, I don't know, Tom and Michael maybe talk about how it started and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So we are the Will Run For podcast, and the idea for this show is to talk about what we're running for, what keeps us motivated, and we're a pretty unserious running podcast. I think we complain about running more than anything else
maybe.
On our show. We're more realistic. I think a lot of the feedback we get from people is that we're relatable and we actually talk about the suck and we don't try to sugarcoat the suck.
I mean, we've had a lot of shitty stuff to talk about.
We've had a lot of really terrible things to talk about, and we've all had terrible runs, and I think we've all quit running at least once. So that's who we are. We love our running community. So every episode we do get goals from the community, and that keeps us inspired. We like to share those. We talk a little bit about what we have going on in our lives. We also will do race recaps. Sometimes we'll pick a random topic about the running world or a news article or something like that to talk about. And we structure that as our main segment. And then one of the things when we started the show was we always talked about like what random stuff we were watching or what we loved and what we hated. And that was something that bonded us. But we didn't want to do like a fully blown like pop culture podcast because we're not, I don't know. Honestly, we're not smart enough to talk about any of that stuff, like to have informed, good opinions about the stuff.
And
it
there's
would probably,
so many of those.
It's so many of those. And we'd probably argue because even though there's Venn diagram of what we like, there's a lot of what we don't like that the other
That's
likes.
fair. That's fair.
So I feel like it would just be chaos. So we end it with like, tell me something good. And that could be, hey, something we recommend, something we don't recommend. And it could be anything. It could be another podcast. It could be a movie. It could be a show, all that good stuff. And yeah, then we typically have a closing from our host who is Tom. And
Yes.
he's our fearless leader, and it was really his idea and Erin's idea to kind of start the show. So if you're new to listening, that's the basic structure. So we talk about like what we're running for, and that could be a race or training for something, or it could be like I'm drinking this beer or this yummy food, or like anything that's motivating us to get out of the house. Talk about our lives, and then talk about pop culture. That's really what we are and what we do. I don't know if anyone has anything to add to that. We used to do more segments, and then nobody wanted to do homework. So now we don't do those anymore.
Yeah, it was a lot of work. I think we did more segments in the beginning.
And we started during COVID. So I think a lot of us had way more time.
Yeah, there was that. And then everybody went back to normal work. And then all kinds of terrible life things happened. Obviously, Erin got sick. All that stuff. She passed away, obviously. So, like, all these things, like, led us down a more or less structured path, I think.
Yeah.
Just in general, you know? So.
Yeah, I think the best feedback that we've ever gotten, and it's in some of our reviews, how people listen to us and it feels like we're just friends in a room talking, and we're just kind of chit-chatting. There's no kind of pretense. There's no exclusivity. like we celebrate everyone, every ability, every kind of runner, walker, run walker, wheelchair athlete. Like it doesn't, strength training. Like it doesn't matter. We celebrate everybody. Like there's no barrier to entry
Except for Rise and Run.
except for Rise and Run.
Just Greg. Everybody
Just
else.
Yeah, honestly, the rest of them are great people.
And honestly, they listened to our show and said it can't be that hard, and then started theirs. So
and did it considerably better.
And more consistently.
I tell ya.
consistently, they were like, if they can do it,
No, and we've over the course of the time we've been doing this, obviously we're friends with
6
them.
years,
We've been
yeah.
friends with other podcast families, like
Remember Running on Tap?
Running on Tapped. Oh yeah,
R.I.P. Miss you guys.
yeah.
are they not doing episodes anymore?
Not
They
for like
have-
5 years.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not a listener.
But like our
Remember that like weird running podcast
That
thing
was
you were
interesting.
listening to, Michael? What was that?
that was called podcast, but we're not here to throw shade.
You were like, they're just so different than the lifestyle I love. I can't stop listening.
It's fantastic.
That was true.
Run Eat Drink are our friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Amy and
love
Dana.
them. Yep. So, and
On the runs, Eric
on the
and Erica.
runs, absolutely.
They're still doing it, right?
Oh,
Yes.
God, yeah.
I was
Eric
like, I've
will
got their
not-
t-shirt.
Yeah. They're like,
Yeah, but they're also famous. Like they have like Peloton instructors and all these kind of, I don't know. Somebody slid into my DMs last weekend when, is it Ashley Paulson
yeah.
set the world record for the 100-miler by averaging like a seven
Seven.
something.
Like a 7:30.
Somebody slid in and was like, "Hey, you should get her on your podcast and interview her." I'm like, "In what world?"
She's been on the runs, actually.
Of course she has.
Yeah.
And
We
she'll-
also did have a rule that we weren't going to turn this into an interview show.
That's
Well,
true.
That was one of the rules we didn't want to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had been burned on interviews so a long time ago.
Was this
you
on your
may-
Glee podcast?
No, I did not do a Glee podcast. I had friends who did. I did a Deadliest Catch podcast
Oh my!
Oh my God.
with Jamie. So
Oh.
Jamie, Coach Hill Jamie. And interviews were tough, man. We tried a couple times. One we did well, was fine. The other one, the guy blew us off or whatever. And it's just like a lot. It's a lot to organize and all that kind of stuff. And
Yeah, and then you have to structure, and then you have to prep so you don't seem like a jerk.
Yeah. There's all
Like,
that. Yeah,
It's all of that. So what we do in lieu of doing interviews, and we haven't done them in a while, so we should get back into it, is we do something called Inside the Runners Studio, where we take people from our community and do 15, 20-minute shows, episodes, where we ask people running-related questions. Because we're us, we ask them random questions. And then we took the name from James Lipton's Inside the Actor Studio. So we ask the, the 10 questions about life at the end.
whatever he calls them. Yeah.
And they always make me laugh. So I don't know. I'm the only one on earth. Tom and I are probably the ones that still watch SNL every single week.
That's possible.
So I always think about Will Ferrell and James
you're
Lipton.
millennials.
Yeah.
That's why.
So that's why.
You're millennials. You have to.
Mm-hmm.
But am I a millennial?
No,
I don't know. You're
I'm
on the
Gen
edge.
X. I'm a Gen Xer.
Gen X.
You're
I
a
also
young
found
one.
out recently that I'm not an elder millennial. I'm just an actual millennial. And so I'm so young.
All right. So do we want to talk about how this thing got started?
Yeah.
Sure. We were zooming.
So going way back, not too far back, but I guess when I met Diana, she was listening to Mickey Myler's podcast, and some of the folks that listened to Mickey Myler's kind of broke off and did their own thing and started a podcast called the Team Shenanigans Podcast. and similar format to us. In fact, I think we stole mostly everything that they do.
Look,
Probably,
they gave up.
yeah.
So
Yeah, they
but-
quit, so it's okay.
But they had a really nice following. It was very
Yeah,
comfortable.
it was fun.
There was a lot of camaraderie. Like, they did every Disney race, but they did a lot of non-Disney races. And we would just start to see the same kind of people at these races. And through the Team Shenanigans podcast, we got to meet Erin, crazy runner, Erin, crazy Asian runner.
Yeah,
Whatever.
at that time, that's what she was. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was crazy Asian. Yeah.
So we met her. I mean, we kind of got to know her through online channels, but then we really met her at Bird in Hand one year. And Diana and I tried to get her to go to breweries with us. She didn't go to breweries with us because she thought that we were weird people.
I believe she was shy, is what she said. I have to pick up for her since she can't speak for herself.
Yeah,
obviously.
that's true. That's true. But so since then, from then we just kind of kept talking, and then COVID hit.
Yeah.
And everything shut down. All races were canceled. There was not a whole lot of motivation to get out of the house. Everybody was on Zooms, having Zoom parties, like that kind of thing.
Oh my God, the Zoom parties. Yeah.
Yeah. And so from Team Shenanigans and everything, I was like, I would like to do a podcast because everybody and their mother was starting a podcast during COVID.
Yeah.
I remember because like we looked up microphones and like everything was sold out. It was crazy. But I was talking to Erin and I'm like, you and I have drastically different running like journeys, like, and abilities. And I think that if we did a podcast together, it would appeal to a huge cross section of people. And it would actually just give us something to do. Like during COVID, I don't know if anybody else felt like this, but there was not a whole lot of direction. It was kind of like everyone was flailing and people just craved structure and craved human connection. So because me and Erin were so different in our abilities and just our relation to running, we were like, yeah, let's start a podcast. Michael is a long-time podcaster, and so he naturally knew how to do editing and actually produce a show that might be palatable. And then Diana is the talent that we had to
look, here's
recruit.
how it happened because Michael and Erin also met at Team Shenanigans.
That is true.
And Tom and Erin wanted to do a podcast and we were going to let them do their thing.
Yes,
and
basically.
then Erin roped Michael into doing it. And then
Because we were
somehow
living
they were
together
like,
at the time, yeah.
then all of a sudden it was my problem.
Basically, yes.
Look,
Yeah.
you make it sound so poetic.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, Erin and I also met because of Team Shenanigans roundaboutly. Because we both live in the same area, obviously, generally. And she was looking to trail run and I was trail running a lot. So she just asked and then that's kind of how we met and all that. So.
And then, and then we started doing episodes.
Yeah. And then, when did we meet you, Brianna? Like, was Philly the first time we met in person? Philly Marathon?
No.
How did you find us? Did you know somebody?
I think I met you guys for it was Broad Street.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was the Philly Marathon. Oh yeah, the Broad Street where I ran with Diana was after Dopey, so it might have been.
Okay.
It might have been Philly.
Because then we went to Victory afterwards, right? Or Iron Hill or something. Iron Hill, we went to Iron Hill.
Yeah. I'm 99% sure I found you guys from Rise and Run.
God damn it.
See?
All right, it's over. We're canceling the show.
I think it wasn't, I don't think it was a Family Feud. Like, I think you guys were just on a Rise and Run at some point.
I think we were. Or Erin and Tom were.
That's what I don't think it was a Family Feud. Like, I think you guys were just on as a guest or something.
Yeah, that was before the Family Feud started.
Yeah, and usually, like, because sometimes, like, other podcasts will ask us to be on, and Michael and I always made Erin and Tom go do it.
That's true.
And I think I think it was when I was training for Dopey, because I think that's like when I found them, because I didn't listen to a ton of running podcasts in general. But like when I like signed up for that, I was like, let me see like what podcasts are like Disney related.
That
and I think
makes
that's how I found
sense.
them. And then you were on there, and I was like, these people are my vibe. I'm gonna go listen to them.
Well, at that time too, Rise and Run was probably the main. I mean, they probably still are the Run Disney. A lot of the Run Disney podcasts that existed prior to them had fallen off.
Yeah.
And they kind of like landed right in that spot, which was
because Mickey Myler stopped. And Be Our Guest. I mean, they talk about Run Disney stuff, but here and there. But they're not like a Run Disney podcast.
No. And there was some other like random smaller ones that also had kind of fallen by the wayside.
Mm-hmm.
So they kind of like filled a void that was just like waiting, you know.
Right.
They filled that hole that was just waiting to be filled.
Michael.
With 11 on
So
baloney.
Greg.
With 11
so
on
very
baloney.
Greg.
So yeah, and just over the course of time, it's evolved, and obviously we've been through a whole lot of stuff, right? Like
we've been through hell.
We've been through hell.
We have literally.
It's been rough.
Yeah.
And through all of it, I mean, obviously we've met some of the coolest people. Like we have people that we would regularly chat with in. Is it Neverland? Where is it? The Netherlands?
Never.
Holland? Austria? I don't know.
The Netherlands.
But no, we've met so many cool people. And, you know, we all have our own individual running journeys. But, like, I guess the consistent is that, you know, I think the structure of this podcast has always been pretty much the same. Everyone's welcome. Everyone's welcome.
Yep.
We don't take anything too seriously.
Yep.
We're sometimes dumb. You guys always have to give me history lessons because I don't know when anything happened. And yeah.
Nice. And and Brianna's been with us for a few weeks now, and we're extremely happy to have you. We lost Erin about a year ago.
Depending on when you
And it was definitely a void, and I think we did an okay job, but I felt like we needed just something new and different, and we were very excited when Michael suggested Brianna. And I said, when he first said, "What do you think about somebody joining the podcast?" And I said, "Are we going to do like American Idol? Like what are you doing?" And he's like, "How about?" He's like, "How about we just ask Brianna?" And Tom and I were like, "Oh, immediately yes, like that's fine."
I didn't even tell you guys this. I like legit. I had like a dream shit like a week before you messaged me. Like there was some sort of weird, like, why am I on Will Run For Now moment, like before you even messaged me. And like that shit, sorry, we're going to bleep
It was
that.
Erin.
Oh my God, you're as bad as Erin. Jesus.
Like that was the thing. And then you guys messaged me and I was like, did I manifest this? Like does manifestation work?
Yeah, it was weird. No, because we obviously, I saw you marathon weekend. You were cheering with Marcia and all, and I was and I was cheering some too. Or no, because I ran goofy. I forgot. Scratch that. I didn't cheer because I ran goofy. And I don't know. A few weeks later, I think I was out in the run around here, and I was just like, it just felt like this whole thing is very like it sucks a lot, right?
Yeah.
Losing someone like that, but also like you have to live and you have to, and like her and I talked about that quite a lot. And it just like I was just like popped in my head. I was like, you know what, that would work really well. So I messaged. I think it actually took a week or two before I messaged Tom and Diana because like I think by the end of the run I had forgotten what I thought, and because God knows,
as it
probably
goes.
3 hours later or something stupid like that. So it's like, but then we brought it up, and I don't know. I thought it was. I think it felt exactly right. I will say.
We needed another Delco personality to round it out. We couldn't, and it had to be like the right type of person. Like we can't have somebody. We couldn't have like somebody that was like
serious.
too
I
serious
was
or
gonna
like
say too serious.
or too nice. Like if they're
Yeah.
and not that we're like mean people, but it has to be like the right, like the right
Right.
level.
Yeah.
It's the
Well, remember
vibe.
when people thought like Erin and I hated each other because we bickered on the podcast?
Oh yeah, somebody messaged me and like, "Are Erin and Michael okay?"
That
and I was
made me
like,
so
"I don't know."
uncomfortable. So uncomfortable.
Oh God. So yeah, it needed to be the right. And honestly, when Michael was like, "Oh hey, I've got an idea about the podcast," and I was like, "Oh, he wants to end it," and I was like, "I guess it's time." And then he's like, "How about we add a new host?" And I was like, "Well, we're in it."
Diane's like, I
mean,
saw
to be
my
fair,
exit.
either way, it works.
I saw
yeah.
my exit. I saw my
Yeah.
exit. Now that we're not doing stuff all the time, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
When we were like
Yeah,
constantly recording, I was like, Erin, I'm going to quit. We were doing too much. Like, I was like, this was supposed to be like casual.
Well, she was all right. So Erin was our scheduler, right? So
Yes.
especially when we were hot and heavy on the Runner
Inside the Runner
Studios,
Studios?
which I would like to get back to, but maybe once a month versus,
Every
twice
other episode.
Yeah,
I think we
yeah.
originally intended to like throw some in, and then all of a sudden it became every other episode.
Yes, it was insane. And then she would make us record for like 4 hours, and we were
Yes.
like, "What is happening? What do we?"
And
we'd
get
all
all
be burned out by the
loopy.
end. Yes.
And I wouldn't remember like who I was talking to or like what anybody said.
Yes. Yeah.
And someone would be like, "Oh yeah, I did an Inside the Runner Studio," and I'm like, I have no memory of that because
that
I
was
think
her-
I blacked out.
That was her personality, right? She was super scheduler, type A. Like
Yes.
that was like her thing.
An
like, boom.
organizer.
Yeah.
So you can tell like we don't have that anymore unless Brianna wants to take on the organizer role. If
take
she's
on the
naturally
role of hardcore
herding.
organizer.
herding the cats.
Yeah, but we would definitely like to get back to Runner Studio. So if you are interested in being on a Runner Studio and would like to hop in, shoot us an email at willrunforwardpodcast@gmail.com. I know that's something we never put out there is that email, but it exists. Or DM us or text one of us if you know us, whatever. It doesn't really matter how you contact us.
I know we've probably got a ton of people that have never done it that want to be on it again. But if you were on like one of the early episodes,
Oh yeah, definitely.
and you want to come back and like do it again, that's fine. Because at the beginning we were truly randomizing the questions and it was kind of an S show. Now we ask people like what questions do they want to answer or not want to answer, and it's a lot less weird.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like people were like, "Oh, you asked me this question and I had nothing to say for it." So I felt bad and like
We still randomize them kinda, but mostly I just pick them.
yeah.
But also
especially
then
like
people
if we know
let
like
us
a little
know.
bit about like the person,
Yeah,
like if we're like,
yeah.
"Oh, they're like a Disney runner," like so we can ask them like Disney questions or
Yes.
like
Or if they're not, I shy away from it. Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Or like if they don't drink, we're like, what's your favorite brewery? Like we definitely tailor it to the person. So
So if you were on one of the early episodes and you're like, I want a do-over, that's cool. I probably don't remember it anyway.
And I will say this, it has evolved over the course of time. Like, it's funny, like if you go back and you listen to some of these, like one of us will get into something and then that's kind of the thing that we always talk about. Like, I remember there was a good time when all three of you were doing Orange Theory.
Oh, I kind of want to get back to Orange Theory,
The
but I
Orange
refuse
Theory
to pay
winter.
for it.
Yes.
And I was not an Orange Theory person, and you guys just spent hours talking about it.
Yeah, well, I
one
had my
winter, Erin and
splats.
I started doing it. Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, we enjoyed it too. And then we moved, so it wasn't convenient anymore.
Although I know, like, you guys moved, right? So you couldn't do it?
Yeah, that was why. Yeah, because the one we went to was on the way home from work or right down the street from home. And then we moved. There is one near here, which is probably equidistant of the other one, like about the same distance from where we lived previously. But it would take like 5 times longer to get there.
Oh.
If you know where the
Yeah.
Wegmans is here, like if you've been to Loopy or whatever, I don't know, Tom, you might know where it's at. But it like, so that, going that way, I mean, it could take me a half hour to go 2 miles. I don't know. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah, I used to go at like 6 a.m. And I know like some people like Steph, she still does it. Like some people are
Yes,
still very
yeah.
much into Orange Theory. I really liked it.
I did too.
I don't know if it made a big change in like my body or anything. So
Yeah, there's a place in town that's like a hit class like that,
oh,
but it's more flexible. So I might actually try and do that.
there's something else that people are doing. It's like
High rocks.
High Rocks is like, and like Peloton has a whole like series on High Rocks training now. But is it F25, F75,
22?
F
I think it's F25.
something? And it's kind of like a hit strengthy type workout that I see people doing.
But like we would go through these stretches where like one, some trend or something would be like kind of like an underpinning of the episodes. Like I remember Peloton was a big one. Like we got a Peloton and then we talked about it every single time.
Oh yeah.
I'm still there.
I haven't been on mine in a while. I gotta get back on it.
We would do Peloton challenges and different things like that. Like, so, the podcast has evolved over the course of time.
Yeah. Yeah. In the beginning, Erin and I would do stupid adventures regularly.
Oh yeah, you go up into the mountains or get
we
lost
did
in the
a
woods.
lot. We were probably doing 40, 50 miles a week, probably 12, 13 hours, between hiking and running and all that stuff
Whew.
every single week. So, and that was just a regular week at that point. So yeah, that was fun. And then our first podcast adventure was the run to the shore. That got shortcutted because it was like 95 degrees out.
It was so hot
in
that
the
weekend.
middle of COVID.
That wasn't it? Yeah. And we've done destination races outside of Disney too. Like we've done a bunch of Disney stuff, but like
Yeah, we did
we've done
Shamrock a bunch
Shamrock.
of times.
Bird in Hand was one that we did before.
Bird in Hand. Yeah. Philly.
Space Coast was fun for Erin's birthday.
Erin's 40th, Space Coast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
New York. Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a crazy ride. And then really one of the things that because we kind of have this very diverse group of listeners from all over, one thing that we thought of doing is this thing called the Virtually Live Race.
Oh,
And it's an event that we've done every single year. And it's basically, I think, was this a COVID thing too?
Yes, because of all the virtual stuff that was going on. Yeah.
Like we wanted to do something where it was kind of unifying and it just brought together the community and we can kind of like cheer each other on and share in a singular event. So basically, we pick a day and we pick a start time, and then we would all get on kind of like Facebook Live or something and do like a shared countdown. And then people would just go run and they would do whatever distance, whatever, some people did an actual race. But then after we run, we kind of come back together and do like a virtual happy hour on like a Zoom. And, every year it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then, we've recently done it for charity. There's typically swag, like a medallion or, a hat or whatever it is. So it's really one of my favorite things every year. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, and what Tom likes to do is plan these virtually live challenges and then say he wants to like blow it up and have all these people on Zoom, but then he likes to like make plans for the rest of the day. You did that like 3 times.
Yeah, out of 5 times. I guess that's a big percentage.
Where he's like, hey, I've got us tickets to Wide in the Woods. And I'm like, that's virtually live day. And he's like, it'll be fine. It'll work out. Or like, we're doing this thing.
So just so you know, we have to announce when that's going to happen, but we will do it again this year.
Yeah. Yeah.
At some point. I'll make sure it's on the same day that we have other plans. And yeah, I mean,
we did live stream the entire time this time.
Yes, we
I
did.
will
We
say that.
did. Actually, yeah. This time we were actually pretty good about that. And then we got to hang with Tori and her mom afterwards, which was
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah.
And I described the entire plot of the Brady Bunch Christmas special from the 80s.
That is true.
Yeah, she
I
did.
think that's when I tuned in like the middle of that, and I was like, "What is happening?"
I described a scene-by-scene recap of the 80s Brady
You
Bunch
didn't
Christmas special.
know that led to the Brady Brides TV show.
No, I did not. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yes.
That's weird.
It is weird.
Let's see. What else is there? I don't know. I guess we cover the gamut of different types of things still of all, and now even more because we have like strongman competitions. You guys do a lot of the local Baltimore races and stuff. I'm doing these weird looped races now that are 24 or 48 hour kind of things. In the beginning, it was a lot more trail running and stuff. I'm going to get back out there, but like Erin and I did a lot of trail running back in that day. So we kind of covered a lot of different stuff. Oh, you know what one of the big meetup races was? Rockin' the Knob.
Oh, yeah.
Rockin' the Knob.
That's coming back this year, right?
Yes. I
terrifying.
am super tempted to go back. That is a brutal Pennsylvania trail race. That is for sure.
If there's a 10K, you could talk me into it. But
You have actual running,
I do.
hiking things now.
Yeah.
Remember he showed up in his boots?
He wore hiking boots.
I don't know what was worse, Tom in
I
those
did.
hiking boots or Weckerly running up literally as the race was starting, and Tom was like waiting for him, having like an anxiety
Yes.
attack.
Literally getting there as the race was starting.
Like I think the race had already started and people were going,
It's
and
embarrassing.
Weck pulled up.
I hate it.
And then they gave us their baby. They gave Erin and I their baby.
Just here, hold this
Yeah.
baby.
And Andrew and Angie
they
went and ran.
Yeah. Yep. I think we did that one 3 times. Erin and I did it the 1 year. We finished. The second
You did-
year we DNF'd because we didn't realize they had changed the cutoffs. And we're like,
yeah.
all right, we're going to take it easy in the beginning and then save ourselves for the end. And all of a sudden we're like, what the heck? We're way behind. And then Tom and that was the year Tom and Kate picked us up in the car.
Oh, yeah. I was like, didn't you go up with Kate one time?
Yeah, we did the 10K. It was rough.
Yep.
And then I did the
Half, right?
half, but I DNF'd the half because I pulled myself at mile 12 of the 15-mile half marathon.
With 4,000 feet of climbing.
And this poor one guy was just following me, and he was like, I'm good. What do you call them? The
sweeper, yeah.
sweeper. But he didn't want to sweep me. I was like, dude, it's just me and you. I gotta go. And he was a very nice guy. I remember he sold windows. He's a very nice guy.
Everyone, oh God. I remember people asking, Kate's my best friend and went up with Tom to do this race. And people are like, is it weird that Kate and Tom just like went up there to do this race? And I was like, well, I'm not going up there. So it's fine.
It's fine.
Like-
So yeah. That's,
And that was
I
a
guess
10,
that's,
the 10K had what, 2,000 feet of climbing?
yeah, it's the back half of
It's the hardest part of the course.
It's rough.
And some
Kate
of the
was
hills,
like, you're
like,
literally holding onto trees to get up. She's
Yes.
like, there's nothing to grab onto. She's like, you can't get the ground. She's like, you're literally pulling yourself up by these like saplings.
Yeah.
It's true. That is exactly what happens. All of a sudden, you're like going down a trail and it's like, make a right turn. And then you look and it's just straight up.
Yeah. Yeah.
There is,
So,
yeah.
if you're catching up and you want to go back, like say you just started listening and you haven't gone back all the way, you don't have to go back all the way. Listen to any of the Rockin' the Knob episodes. Listen
Yeah.
to the Grand Canyon
Oh
episode.
my God. Rim to rim to Ben and Lacey. Yeah.
What other like episodes? Maybe any of the Virtually Live Challenge recaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you can search chafing, but there's some good chafing
Oh.
stories.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think we did a whole episode on chafing.
If you're a Run
We should
Disney
bring that back.
person, we did marathon
We do-
weekend every year.
We do race
springtime.
recaps,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So if you want to listen to that, Some of the episodes are just us talking about whatever.
Yeah.
A
So,
lot of randomness.
lot
In
of
the
random
beginning,
stuff.
they were titled some very strange things. So good luck. Once later on, I just named them whatever races we happen to be doing that week or whatever. So it's a little easier to parse through them. So
Cool. Awesome. All right. Do we want to reintroduce ourselves, or do you think they got it?
Let's reintroduce ourselves, but
Tom, you start.
we could be quick about it.
What's the first race you ever
the
did?
three of us
And
can
then
be quick,
actually-
and yeah, Brianna should be a little more in depth with hers.
Yes.
Let me go first because I can be fast.
1982.
So my dad met my mom in Lubbock, Texas. No, okay. So my running journey started when I met Diana, and that's very true. I met her in 2015, and I guess that year she had made herself a promise to run, I think, a 5K every month, and she is going to fact check me if I get any of this wrong. So, when you first get with somebody and you're learning each other, like, you want to experience things that they're into. So I was like, I've never been a runner. Let me try this out. And so I got a Garmin watch and I went out for what I thought was a 5K. And when I did it in like 34 minutes or something, or something like 27 or 34 minutes. I forget exactly what it is. And I'm like, that wasn't bad at all. I'm going to sign up for a race. Little did I know that my GPS didn't pick up for like 15 to 20 minutes into the run. So I was considerably slower than that pace. But did my first 5K, and you know how these things bleed into each other. 5K becomes 10K. Unless you're Michael, then you jump to a full marathon. I spent better part of a year doing the Jeff Galloway app, training for my first half marathon, which was Wine and Dine, 2016. And then, just kind of kept going from there. Bunch of halves. I've done 2 marathons. I've done the Walt Disney World Marathon as a part of my Dopey, and then I've done recently the Marine Corps Marathon. But yeah, I'm kind of a back of the packer, run walker. That's my thing. It's and I think running has given me so much. It's given me, like a whole lot of confidence, and obviously there's the health benefits of it, but also all of the people that we've met through this, like the running community, and I've said this a million times, is the most welcoming community that I've really experienced so far.
You also did 2 ultras, by the way.
I have done, I did a 50K at
Loopy
Looper.
and the Great Saunter.
And the Great Saunter. I walked around Manhattan, which was like 36 miles.
Did you see
Yeah.
that once, or did you do it twice? You did it once.
I just did that once.
Gotcha.
Remember his feet after that?
My feet were terrible.
God.
And my friend's wife
Is a podiatrist.
she's like a foot surgeon, and she had to like she got rid of my blisters and dressed my feet so I could physically make it back to the train
Yeah.
and go home. And it was terrible.
It wasn't because she is like a foot surgeon. She actually on course like set up like a foot care
Oh,
something
that's
where she had
awesome.
stuff for people.
It was awesome.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, she
Where
was
she had
taking
stuff
care
for
of people's feet like 18 miles in. But yeah, I mean, we've done a bunch of repeat races where we're local to the Baltimore area. So we've done a lot of the Charm City Run races. We've done Shamrock a bunch. I mentioned Bird in Hand, Space Coast. The Philly half we've done. So yeah, just kind of like East Coast based. I've only really done one West Coast race, and that was the Disneyland half. But yeah. And now currently I'm training for the Virginia half marathon. And we'll see how that goes. So that's kind of my running journey. And, this podcast has kind of been the baseline to all of that.
Sounds good. I guess I can do mine.
Yeah.
So I also started running in 2015, December 2nd, 2015.
Oh my God.
I'd hurt my back earlier that year. Connor was, much younger than he is now. And I just wanted to get healthy. So I had a track next to my building. So I started walking and running around it and all that, blah, blah, blah. And it's evolved from there. Ran my first half 9 months later. And then said, I should do the Disney Marathon. So at that point, you could sign up late. So I said, if I can do a 20-miler, I'll do the Disney Marathon. That's actually when I started listening to Team Shenanigans to kind of because I had no idea I ran literally one race prior to running the Disney Marathon. And that was the Ocean City half marathon. So Ocean City, New Jersey, not Maryland. Yeah, and then kind of was I'm never running a marathon again, and ran 4 more that year, and a bunch more the next year. And I think I did my first ultra the next year, or attempted my first one, and then completed my first one after that. But I'm trying to yeah, I think so. Yeah, it had to be 2016, 2017. Yeah. I attempted my first one in May of 2017, and it was in a nor'easter, and it was muddy and hilly, and I was in mud up to my ankles, and obviously did not finish because I had no idea what I was in for because I had no experience. And then my second one was actually the Patapsco 50K, which got moved to the BWI loop, which I was able to complete. And then I ran my second one the week afterwards. So I ran that and then ran another 50K next week. And that was where I moved on from kind of marathoning and stuff. Met Erin in 2018 when she was moving on to the trails. And June or July of that year, she will tell the story where I ran away from her. She told many times she wanted to come out and run with us on a weekend. I ran with the Pineland Striders at the time on Sundays, our friend Kurt. And she got there with her friend, and I was like, oh, yeah, come on. And I don't know. And I just ran. And she's like, then you took off. What'd you do? Where'd you go? And but our friend Robert stayed with her, and I stopped at every intersection. I didn't just disappear, but regardless. And then from there, her and I just kind of kept running a little bit here and there the rest of the year, not a lot. And then towards the end of the year, we ran a lot more. And we did this 20-mile run down the shore. I was running a lot because I was doing the 50-state marathon thing at that time. And I was training for a double marathon weekend in North Carolina, South Carolina. Or no, sorry, South Carolina, Georgia. And so we did this 20-mile run, and she started cursing at me and yelling at me.
Love.
Because it went well. Because she had never thought she could run like that before. So
nice.
So I get yelled at, and she's like, "You should just come do Disney." And it was December, and I was like, "Yeah, sure. I might as well do Disney. It's the week before I'm doing a double marathon the next weekend. So
smart.
What's 3 marathons in 7 days? Who cares?" At that time, I was running a lot, so it didn't really matter. So that was the first time we ran Disney together, and it kind of became a tradition after that. And we did a lot of adventures together after that. Ran a lot. Obviously, we got married. Tom married us. We were supposed to get married at a 24-hour track event that a hurricane wiped out. So we got married at Cooper River Park, of course, at the Cooper Loop.
Obviously.
It's perfect. So we went to the Cooper Loop and got married, and then went to Kings Road and had some beers and a good time. Yeah, we ran a bunch of races together and just a bunch of trail adventures and stuff. She went through a lot of injuries after she won her first 50-mile race she ran, and then she was doing a 24-hour race and actually injured her ankle. And that it like she never felt. I don't think she was ever right after that.
After that, it was always something. Like it was.
Yeah,
It was
it kind
a
of
foot.
lingered.
It was this. It was that.
Yeah.
And then
The
there was
stress
some
fracture.
the stress fracture, and there was some
At
other
Loopy.
physical type stuff.
Yeah.
So
And
some
then
of it,
she,
I'm always wondering, like, how long was she sick, and we just thought it was something else.
We've thought of that. We thought of that too over the years. Because it's like she would be super tired, like she just was fatigued a lot. Like things in her body changed pretty rapidly over those years. But it wasn't like anything. So I don't know.
No, because you're a woman, and at this age, everyone's like premenopause.
Yep.
Expect all that body stuff. So,
but regardless of like whatever she had going on, she always like cheered for everyone and everything. We, I don't know if we were the best runner and crew ever, like the both of us for each other, but or maybe we were. We knew what each other needed running wise, but we were rough. Like I don't think people understood us. She's from Jersey, I'm from Jersey. We're very, it is what it is. But everybody around here is from Jersey. They should get it. But
it's like that one loopy looper I made it to. Your first loop, you came in so hot and fast, and both of you immediately started yelling at each other.
That was how but it was how we had spent so much time like out in the wilderness, just like figuring our way back and just figuring things out. That we knew just like it was just inherent how we figured things out.
I was like sitting there like with like a drink, like zoning out. You came in. She's like, "You finished too fast." You're like, "I need a new shirt already." Like everything was like not correct. Like it was like
I was having so many stomach issues at that point. Thankfully, they've all been cleared up. Since then I've kind of moved. I've done 200s. I want to do some more. I like these looped races. That's kind of where I'm at this point. The things like Loopy and Hainsport and like surf, which I did recently. I really like those. You set up a camp. You kind of like do your miles. I do want to get back on some long trail runs. It's been a while. I feel like I'm mentally and emotionally ready to do that again. Obviously, with Erin, when Erin was sick and then losing her, just, I don't know. I went out in the woods a couple times, but I think it was to get lost and never come back, basically. You know what I mean? It was like one of those types of runs. And now I kind of want to get back out there and explore again. So, but I just keep running. I enjoy doing marathon weekend every year. That's my kind of runDisney thing, but I'm also going to be down cheering every one of the weekends because I kind of love just the vibe, but I don't want to run the races because I don't really run anything less than a marathon unless I'm getting a proof of time. So there's that, which is no shade. It's just my personal preference.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's just like, I like going long and slow, as they say. in Diana's novels.
In all my books. I read a book.
But that's where I'm at. I like going further distances. I started cycling. I feel like I'm in a much better place training mentally and physically and emotionally. And yeah, I'm just going to keep going forward and exploring and living every day because that's all you can possibly do.
Nice. Well, I'll go and then I'll let Brianna finish this off because she'll probably have more. But
she should list every single thing she's
I don't know
ever
every single
done.
race.
I mean, I did pull up my Athlinks to
There
check
you
years
do it
on
like
things,
Tom.
so I
That's
could.
exactly what I did.
It's just
Ollie,
my God.
did you see that?
Yes.
He's 20 pounds.
Well, he's just a baby.
He's just a baby.
He's just a baby. So I'll give kind of my rundown. I have been running probably since I think I started in 2013, 2014. I just started on kind of like a fitness journey. Started going to the gym. I wanted to lose some weight. I started with Zumba, and then I slowly started running. And then I met two of my now best friends, Nikki and Nicole. I met them actually at a Zumba class. And we started doing races together. I did some races before then, but now I had like running friends. So I was doing way more races, which often happens. And then as all that was going on, I was listening to Milers, I was listening to Shenanigans, I was going to their meetups, I was on their pages and connecting with people. Not doing anything crazy. I did my first Dopey in 2018, and then I did it again in 2023. Those are the only 2 marathons that I've ever done. My favorite race distance, I think, is a 10-miler. I like the race distances where you don't have to put a lot of training work into them because I like to run, but I find the more that I run, the more miserable I am. So I'm slightly concerned about Berlin, that I'm going to get very burnt out because I like to kind of, right now where I am in my running journey, I'm kind of existing on vibes and doing like what makes me feel good. I think for
That's
a
fair.
long time when I first started out, I was like concerned about like PRs and time, and I was never fast, so I always was like super self-conscious about that. And then I kind of embraced that, and then I did party pace for a long time, and that's the only way I'd ever do a race. And then I never felt like I improved anything because it was all I was doing was party pace, which I still like to do and want to do sometimes. But now I'm at a place in my physical health, my mental health, where I feel like I'm in a really good place, and I kind of want to do what makes sense to me. So, kind of keep my miles to a reasonable amount, running 3 days a week. I'm running way less than I used to. I'm doing a ton of strength training, not lifting crazy heavy, although I actually do think I need to get 2 more sets of slightly heavier weights. I'm addicted to the Peloton app. That's all I do. I need to increase my weights because I want to do it here. I do not want to do it at the fitness center. I want to buy weights and have them at home because that's where I will actually work out. I work from home, so it's a lot easier for me to wake up and work out, and then I kind of log on when I'm still gross and sweaty. So people are like, how do you have time to do this? And it's like, because I'm disgusting until 3 p.m. and then I'll take a shower randomly. like I'm not getting myself together for work unless I have something to get ready for. So that kind of puts me at an advantage. I love doing the runDisney races. My first runDisney was a princess. And I was so new in my running journey. I was like, there's no way I'll ever be able to do a half marathon. So I think that race, I did a 5K and I did the 10K. And that weekend I was like, oh, I feel like I could probably do it maybe. So yeah, then it just started. I like the half distance for most races because I can run 7 to 10 miles and be fine. Trying to think if there's like anything else. I do the bike a couple days a week to kind of keep that fitness level up. I lost a bunch of weight over the last couple of years. Strength training, working out, working with my doctor, all that good stuff. I have a dog named Indiana Bones, and he's currently in my face, licking my mouth. So he's happy to be part of the show, and he often makes an appearance. And yeah, I don't know. I like to do a lot of different things. I think I got myself burnt out of running because it was all I was doing. I was running like 4 or 5 days a week, and I wasn't really doing strength. And I'd randomly do a gym class and be like, this is fine. And it wasn't sustainable. So now I do different things. In the summer, I love to go paddle boarding. I have a membership, so I talk a lot about that in the summer. I was going to do a race this year, but now that I'm doing Berlin, I'm like, I'm not going to have time to do both. Because every time I paddleboard, it's at least 3 hours because it's like 45 minutes to an hour away from me. So if I'm going to paddleboard, it's like 3 hours out of my day. So it's just with marathon training, it's not sustainable. Trying to think if there's anything else about me. I don't know. I kind of want to be here most of the time.
And well, you also have a tie to Disney
Yes.
that you did their college program.
Oh yeah, I did the Disney college program. I'm a big Disney person. Tom and I are Disney adults. We had a Disney wedding. We're insane. Yeah, I don't know. We were just starting to be friends with Erin at that point, and she gave us so much crap for not inviting us. Or not inviting her to our wedding. And we're
Yes,
like,
that is
we didn't
true.
know you then. Like, we kind of knew you. We knew you as like a friend from the internet. And I would talk to her, but like we weren't talking all the time. Like, I think that next year, like her and I started to text like constantly. We were like constantly talking. But we were just kind of like in the same circle friends and would comment on stuff and like hang out at races and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's. And then I remember seeing her at Shamrock and screaming, "Is that the crazy Asian?" in front of a cop. And he was like, "What?" He's like, "I saw her somewhere." So yeah, we had fun. And I don't know, I like to drink beer on course and all the fun things. But right now I'm kind of in like a PR zone where I'm trying to run fast.
You are. You definitely are.
And I don't know. Recently, I've wanted to talk about more pop culture-y books, all that fun stuff, more than running. So that's where I am.
There you go.
That's me. Oh, and I'm married to Tom, if you couldn't figure that out. I'm sure people know that. But I lost so much weight, I can't wear my wedding ring anymore, so I'm basically single.
Very convenient. It's very convenient.
Interesting. Interesting timing on that.
It's just, yep. It like I was doing something and it flew off my finger, and I was like,
Oh
well, I
my
can't wear that
God.
anymore.
How is anybody going to know that you're of Tom?
I'm of Tom.
Of Tom.
So, yeah. So that's a little bit about us. I don't know. I don't know. I work out 2 hours a day.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I don't know.
It makes it really hard for me to come home and sit on the couch and look at the TV that's on the other side of her working out for 2 hours. Like
Yep.
it's difficult.
So yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Brianna,
Hello.
tell us every single second of your life up until this point right now.
It's not that exciting.
Well.
I've been doing. I literally had to pull up athletes because I was like, I think I know years of things. I know big milestones. I had to think. So I started running in 2012 with just a couch to 5K.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember why. I think like around
Yep.
one of my friends he mostly does like Ironman stuff now, but I think that was around the time he had really started getting into running, and he had done a couple races the year before. Him and a girl I knew, I think both got into it. And I was like, oh, that seems kind of cool. And then they signed up for one of those color runs that were real big.
I
At that
used to
time.
love those. I want them to bring them back. I think there's been enough time where I'm ready for a color run again.
So they signed up for one of those, and I was like, oh, that's doable. I can do that. So I did that, and then, it went the way running goes,
Mm-hmm.
where that turned into, like, I started doing a bunch of, like, local 5Ks or, like, random distances. Like, I have, like, a 4-miler and a 5-miler on here.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
2013.
I don't know if I've ever done a 4-miler.
Yeah, I don't know. There was this one random one in Quakertown that, like, I still get emails from them, too, I think, like, every year.
Always. Mm-hmm.
But then 2013 was the year that I started like doing the bigger races. That was my first Broad Street. That was my first half marathon, which is actually, Tom, when you had asked about the Philly Run Fest,
Mm-hmm.
that's actually, it used to be called the Odyssey Half Marathon. And that was my first half marathon, was like in that, I don't know if it's necessarily the same course, but in that same area of Philly. And that same weekend too. It was very hot, which was a fun way to do your first half marathon.
Oh my God. And isn't it funny, like when you first start, like you don't know any of that stuff, like about like what to do when it's like really hot. Or I remember when I first started running, when it was cold out, I had no idea like what to wear. I'd be like, do I wear sweatpants? Like, what do I do?
Right. It
Oh
was
my
literally,
God.
it was one of those things where they built it perfectly where like it was like a month after Broad Street. So it was literally like, well, I'm going to do this 10-mile race. I might as well do a half marathon a couple weeks later. So I did that. I think that was my first year doing Philly. I did the half that year. 2014, my first run Disney. I did the first, it's Fairy Tale Challenge now, but I did the Glass Slipper Challenge.
Yep.
So that was my first run Disney. And it's actually the only time I've been to Princess. I've never been back for that weekend.
Now, were you a Disney person? Would you have said you're a Disney person?
So, like, yes, but that was also very early on into me, like, re-becoming a Disney person. Like, so we did the quintessential, like, trips when I was younger. Like, we did three, like, we did, like, the big family trips where it was, like, aunts, uncles, cousins, like, the whole family. We did one when there's, like, 3 sort of generations of cousins, like, age-wise, give or take. So it was, like, we did one when I was in, like, elementary school. We did a second one when I was in, like, I think it was, like, the summer after 9th grade. I've got a great picture of me in, like, a Sex Pistols T-shirt with, like, my short, spiky hair, like, that I dyed black with, like, Winnie the Pooh.
Awesome.
Yep.
And then we did, like, another one, I think, right after I graduated high school with, like, the next set of cousins. But then it wasn't until it was when New Fantasyland opened. My mom was like, because Beauty and Beast was my movie. So my mom was like, we should go. So we went for a weekend, and then we've gone every year since then. But I think we were talking about, like, Good Morning America when we recorded for the last episode about, like, the marathon, like, getting it in front of people. I think I found out about it because, like, an ad in Runner's World. Like,
where?
I started running and I subscribed to Runner's World, and they always advertise other races, and there was, like, a full page spread about, like, marathon weekend or something. And I was like, wait, what? And that's how I found out about Run Disney.
That's so weird. I don't know if I know anybody has, like, found out about Run Disney like that.
Because it
I
was,
don't
like,
even
sort
know
of
how I
before,
did.
like, it was sort of, like, before Instagram. Like,
Yeah.
it was,
before,
like, Instagram was a thing, but it wasn't, like, the thing it is now.
Yeah. I heard about it on Lou Mongello's podcast. Like,
Oh,
is he
I used to listen to that.
Does he still have a podcast?
I think he
I
does.
don't know.
At Marathon Weekend, I saw a ton of the
I know
WDW radio.
they have a
WDW
cheer
radio.
group. Yeah, they
Yeah.
do have a cheer group still. I was listening to WDW today at that point before they sold it to the weirdos.
Yep, got it. Yep.
I've done a bunch of, like, half marathons in between. Actually, Michael, you said Ocean City. I did that half. I actually wonder, what year did you run it?
Would be 2016.
Oh, okay, I did it 2014.
Yeah, 2016 I did it. It was because I didn't start running until 2015.
Oh, that's right. And that was when I did my first full, when I did Philly. I did what I've done every time I've ever signed up for Disney. I signed up for the Disney full marathon, and then I'm like, well, I should also do Philly because it's 6 weeks before, and that's like a quote
That'll be
unquote
good
real
training.
race. No, I'm like, I need a quote unquote real time because I'm gonna stop for pictures and whatever else at Disney.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then
I
what
get that.
happened that year was that I didn't train for either of them,
Yep.
and I still did both of them. So I hurt myself at Philly and then went to Disney 6 weeks later.
And then doubled down on the hurt.
And I specifically was like, well, we paid. And that's actually, like, up until when Ryan came last year when my friend did Dopey. That's, like, the only time he's come down with me for a race because it was going to be my first marathon down there. And it was like, I was just going to start and get to, like, halfway because I'm like, we paid for it, whatever. And then I got to Animal Kingdom, which was halfway at that point. And was like, oh, I still have a good enough buffer. We'll just see how far I can get. And then I ended up finishing it. And there's like a bunch of random stuff. I did Star Wars in 2017, which was maybe the last year of it. It's 2017 or 2018, I think, was the last Star Wars.
I know. I'm so
Yeah.
jealous. I never did Star Wars.
Me either.
And it plagues me.
In 2018, I went back for the marathon, and I actually like trained better for it. So I did like the whole ride Everest. Like I got the full
experience.
experience. And and then COVID. I didn't do anything during COVID. 2019, I like went on a whole big fitness, like more overall fitness. I had like lifted off and on, but I think that's when I started like lifting more. I like lost a bunch of weight that year. That's like the best shape I've ever been in. And then COVID happened.
Yep.
And COVID.
It's so funny. Like so many stories are like that. Everyone's like, I was in such a good place and then COVID happened.
Or it's like one way or the other, where it's like either it was like, yeah, I was at the best shape and then COVID, or it was like, or during COVID, I got like people. It was like
hunkered down.
It was either like one extreme or the other.
I don't know. During COVID, I was struggling mentally. I couldn't keep my physical anything together.
I had to go gluten-free for a couple years, like right after COVID, and I swear, to this day, I still tell people I think my body revolted against how much craft beer I was drinking during lockdown, because every week we were placing orders with all the local breweries to like keep them going.
So are we.
And there was nothing else to do but just drink.
Yeah, we drank so much beer during COVID. It was unbelievable.
So it was just like drinking and like watching movies and whatever. And then after that, for a while there, my stomach was like, "Nah, we're not, we're not doing this anymore.
We can't do this." Yeah, I get you.
And then I didn't do anything for a few years, apparently, until springtime. The first year, springtime. And then so I think I think the first time I might have met you guys it was Broad Street, but it wasn't the Broad Street that I ran with you guys. Like, I think it was 2022.
Erin
I ran
and
Broad
Michael,
Street.
I think. I don't know if they ran it or cheered.
We met up at the expo, I think. Like, I think that's the picture that I'm thinking of.
Trying to think. I remember that. Are you sure that wasn't Philly?
We did Philly one year.
I think that was the Philly marathon.
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, it might have been Philly.
Because the only two Broad Streets I've done, like I cheered the one those guys ran. I ran once in 2017, and then I ran with Greg, whatever it was, 2 years ago.
I bet it was that Philly race, because that's that race Tom overdressed.
Yes.
I did. I very much overdressed.
And he died the first mile.
It was bad.
Yeah, because Jen Hall was there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Was that the rainy one?
Yep.
Yes,
poured.
it was.
No. Philly was
Broad Street was rainy. Philly was freezing. It was like it was windy.
No, Philly was freezing, but like the Broad Street I'm thinking of was the one with like Jen. Yeah, okay.
Yep. Yeah. And because you ran into me, Nicole, and Ryan on the course, and we were just doing, I don't know, random intervals. I don't know what we were even doing at that point.
I don't know, but
you were dying.
Yes. I was literally just trying to get to where Erin and Michael were cheering at City Hall, and then I fully planned to get on the subway back to my car. Yeah. Like, I was having a terrible race, and then it was just pouring and miserable, and then I heard you talking behind me.
Yep.
And then that's the only reason I finished that race.
You were like, "Can I stay with you guys?" And we're like, "Yes." I don't know. I don't even know what we were doing at that point. 1-and-1s or 2-and-1. I don't know what we were doing.
And then I guess that was when I was signed up for Dopey. So then I went into Dopey training, which is still to this day the best I've ever. I will never have a training cycle like I did for Dopey. And that's the worst part about the fact that I had to like stop running after Dopey, because I like did something to my hip in that training, was that like I PR'd like every race distance in the lead up to Dopey, except for I think a 5K, and that's because I hadn't run a 5K. But it was like the best shape I was ever in.
Yeah.
And I did a couple races after that. And then it was that really bad Broad Street. And then I went into physical therapy after that. And I stopped running. So I stopped running. Then that's the year I was signed up for Chicago, and I had to defer. I was signed up for Chicago and the Marine Corps 50K for that fall, and I had to defer both of them.
So you were like super ambitious.
Yeah. I had to defer both of those. I went into physical therapy. We never did imaging to like completely confirm it, but the doctor suspected I had done something to my hip labrum, but I was having like a ton of pain, like just existing, basically. So we did physical therapy, and that was the time when my best friends who got me into strongman, they left their gym and went to a different gym that was way closer to my house around that time.
That'll do it.
So I was like, yeah. And Ryan had been doing strongman at the time too, and his gym had just closed. So we're like, oh, well, we'll go to that. And then Ryan fell out of it, and I just kept going. And then, so that's where all the like lifting came in. And that was also my first time like lifting with like friends.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been like that type of super, I'd kind of like with running, I'm always running by myself. Like, I think going forward when I'm like more party pacing, because I want to do way more of that. Like when I ran Broad Street last year trying to PR, I had a terrible time. So I don't think I want to try to PR things anymore.
Yeah, I think it's all about balance. Like I don't think you should do all of one or all of the other. I think you should do like a mix of both, and
that's the thing is like I think that's why I did such a good training cycle for that Broad Street, and then the wheels were off almost immediately because it was like 90% humidity. And I was just so in my head where I'm like, I don't want to run fast anymore. So I think I think with my experience in the gym of like having this group of people who are like, you know, just there, having that like accountability type of, or just like camaraderie, I guess, rather.
Yeah.
Like I want to have more of that in running going forward too.
Mhm.
But that's how I got into just running. Or lifting rather. And then I think all of that strength training led me back to running because Erin was putting together the teams for Loopy and I wanted to participate. So I was like, well, I can handle being on a relay. Like, I think. I didn't know for sure, but I was like, I'll try. Like, we'll see. And yeah, I think I did that. We did I think I did like 20 something miles that day before we like called it because of the weather.
Oh, the storms. Oh my God.
Yeah, that Loopy. When we were supposed to do the 24 hours, and I think we did like 13 or 14 hours.
Yeah.
But, you know, everything felt fine after that. I had no problems with my hip. It was just normal soreness. So I got back into running after that. And, you know, we did another Loopy. I did Marine Corps this year. Marine Corps was fine, I guess.
I'm trying to remember. Did I see anyone that was having a good race at Marine Corps this year?
No.
Bennett to
The
win
thing
it,
with-
maybe. Was he okay? I feel like he was at least smiling I
think he had a good one.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if he was having anything, but he was very pleasant when I spoke to him. So he didn't come up to, a lot of people coming up to us were like, oh my God. Like everybody was like going through it.
My thing is like, I think we talked about it on the last episode too, where I was like, not about me, but I think maybe when Michael was talking, where it was just like about, I was just like walking and I was like, I can finish this. Like I could have started running again, but I also was just like in my head about like, about the injury really, where it was like, I was having some weird twinges. So then I got in my head about like, am I hurt? Is this going to be my hip issue all over again? Like, so then I was just like, I'm just going to walk it out. So I walked the last like 7 miles. I think I started walking around like 19. And I was like, I'm just going to walk it out. But at that time, I'm out there for so much longer because I'm walking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But so what do? I sign up for a 12-hour ultramarathon.
You got
for
it.
this year.
Amen.
In the middle of August,
So-
in the
You
middle of
got it.
summer.
Well, I actually wanted to do it last year, and now after knowing what the weather was like last summer, I'm so
Oh,
mad that
yeah.
I didn't do it solo.
Yeah.
But that
Last year was
had been my
great.
thing. I'd been kicking around the solo for last year, and then I didn't, and I opted to do just the relay to be part of the team. But that's the other thing cool about like joining this is I feel like I have a little bit more accountability too.
Yeah.
To like talk about like, oh no, I'm actually out there running, I'm doing stuff.
Mhm.
So we'll see how that goes. But
Yeah.
that's running. Life, it's just me and my husband and our cats. I like to read books. I like to watch crappy reality TV when I'm not watching books, which is a new thing, which I can actually blame Erin and Michael for.
This is true.
Because you guys would talk about Love is Blind, and I was like,
Yep.
I needed something to watch one day, and I was like, I'm just going to watch this, and now I'm down a whole rabbit hole of shows.
Now you're in it.
I literally texted Marsha last night about one of the guys on Love Island.
Oh my God. Yes, I love Love Island.
That's so
So-
funny.
Well, we're
Love
very,
Island is
very
so trashy.
we're happy to have you on this podcast.
And did
I'm
you
glad to
talk
be
about
here.
what strongman is on the last episode? can't
Like
remember.
briefly, it's like lifting big rocks.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a deadlift event, some sort of overhead press event, and then like some weird stuff. There's like kegs and rocks and stuff like that. I actually saw a funny reel this morning I thought about posting on the Instagram. I'll have to go back and see if I can find it. But it's like somebody like pulling a truck with some sort of like overlay about like, what's he doing?
Oh,
At least he's
God.
having fun.
He's doing it. I feel like Tom, you do really well with like community. So I keep trying to convince Tom to not join maybe like a strongman gym, but if he wants to do that, but like something where it's like with other people and all that, just because you thrive on that. And when I go to the gym, I don't want to be talked to.
Right.
So like I don't want to go in there and like lift weights. Like that doesn't interest me.
If you guys ever want to take a field trip up on a Sunday, we do walk-ins at class or anybody local. My gym's in Oaks, Pennsylvania, right next to the convention center.
Oh.
That's one of the things when I was talking to Greg a couple weekends ago.
Is
We were
Greg
talking
gonna
about
do it?
that.
Look, Greg's gonna get into strongman.
No,
Can you-
boy.
He was asking me about because his wife has started like lifting at home, so he was
Oh,
asking
nice.
about like just about what I do and stuff like that. Because he said he was showing her the stuff from my competition.
Oh, gotcha. No, I know because there's like all kinds of different. Like, I mean, there's like CrossFit, but that's like a different level.
Yeah,
It's like,
that's actually where a lot of my friends. That's where my best friend started, and then they like just fell into because like CrossFit gyms will have some of the same implements. Like they have
Mhm.
like the log that is used in overhead press or like the yokes that we load over. So there's a little bit of crossover between the two, but yeah, they're like CrossFit scares me the way trail running scares me. Is that like
Yeah.
because I'm clumsy and the whole thing with CrossFit is like everything's for time. And I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna do something wrong and kill myself.
yeah. My best friend like was really into CrossFit. She liked it, and I think like with the kids and stuff, she like just didn't have time to do it anymore. But she always
Well, that's
really
actually
liked it.
Ryan. Ryan wasn't doing CrossFit at the gym he went to, but like the gym he was going to that closed where he was doing strongman. It wasn't only strongman he was there doing, but it was like that class environment, and he he
Mhm.
thrives in that. Like he just shows up, he does what somebody tells him to do,
Yeah.
and he's out.
And I think that's why I liked Orange Theory as well, because I knew I was going to work out. I literally didn't have to think. Like I went in like a
Right.
monkey and they just told me what to do. So I do like that
That's
aspect
true.
of it.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, I still kind of do that because I picked like the class like the night before, and I'm not looking too closely on like what the class is going to have me do, right? I'm not looking to see like, oh, is this mostly squats and lunges? I just say, oh, this is lower body and this is upper body. Like I'm not thinking
Mhm.
any more than that. Like I think
Right.
if I like put a little more thought into it, I'm fine with what I'm doing now. I'm really consistent.
Mhm.
But like if I want to level up, like there's I think places I can go. So Tom was yelling at Callie, one of the Peloton instructors, doing abs the other night.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Because whatever video that I have, and shout out to Coach Mal, like she prescribes a lot of these Peloton workouts, but like the instructor Callie is pregnant and she is working out circles around me in this video, and I'm like, damn it, that's fine.
I was like, what's going on with you? And he's like, do you see how pregnant she is?
And I'm struggling to keep up.
Like you weren't doing what she was doing. I was like, what are you doing?
Look,
And he was like, look,
it's fine.
first off, she's pregnant. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what are you're doing like an alternative something. So yeah, that's a little bit about us. A
Yep.
reintroduction. For those of you guys who have been listening since the beginning, I think this is the 3rd or 4th time we've done this. So, next time we have to do it, we should bring someone who's been listening the whole time and
have them
do it. And have them do it because they probably remember
That's
more
fair.
than we do. Or we have Mal's daughter come on and do it
Oh my
for us.
God. Yes, that would be amazing, actually.
We have E come
yeah.
on and do it.
Yep. That would be amazing.
So that's what we need.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do we want to wrap up with something good?
Sure.
What's everyone watching or
I don't
reading?
know.
All right. Well, there's going to be a new Foo Fighters album this year, so that's my something good.
When does it come out?
I don't know, and sometime in April.
No. All right.
So I love new music. I love the Foo Fighters, and yeah, so I got something to look forward to.
I noticed you didn't pick Harry Styles' album, which is coming out next week.
It's fine.
Did you see Harry Styles is going to be on SNL?
Oh, I'm excited. And he's hosting and musical guest.
Yeah.
He did. Last time he hosted, he had a couple of really good sketches. I like it when people are in for the bit because some people are
Right.
not. And he's like fully Bad Bunny too. Like Bad Bunny's like fully committed to whatever they make him do. He
Right.
does not care. So I think my something good is part 2 of season 4 of Bridgerton, which I will be very into. I don't care if it's not book accurate, although this season is actually not. It's pretty book accurate. I don't care that it's not book accurate. It's like a comfort show. It feels like a warm hug. I don't care. Like I know it's not good television, but like I like it a lot.
I've
And
like
I'm in for it.
I've never seen an episode and I've never read the books. And I told
Oh.
somebody that the other day and they like couldn't believe that, but I don't like watch a ton of TV.
Yes.
Really? Or I guess the thing is we only have one TV, so we're usually watching things together and
Yes.
Ryan has no interest in that.
No, well, and now Tom makes me like I was going to watch season 4 without him, and then he was like, "Don't start it until I get home," because like he wants to be.
Well, now I'm involved.
Now
Now
he's
I'm
involved.
invested. It's fine.
Now I'm
The
involved.
The books are, I mean, the books are like traditional, like historical romance. Like they were published, I think, in the early 2000s. Like when they announced this series, I knew like 3 years before it was a thing because these are my mom's favorite books. And I remember her saying, they're making my favorite book series into a TV show. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then I was like, watched the first season. I was like, Mom.
Awesome.
And then she's like, it's so good. And then, then she complains about like what's different from the books. But no, I grew up with my mom reading really smutty 90s, like Fabio on the cover.
Yeah.
like romance. She just gave me some like cowboy series, and I was like, Mom, I can't with the cowboys. And she gave me like physical books. I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with these? So yeah, that's where that comes from. So I also watch it because I like can talk to her about it. And she's very disengaged. Like she's a very loving mom, but like she does her own thing. Like a couple weeks ago, I asked her to go to the movies, and she flat out said no. I was like, Mom, are you interested in going to the movies on Sunday? And she's like, no. And I was like, are you doing something? She's like, no, I'm just laying around. I'm like, well, okay.
God love her.
So yeah, I'll be watching Bridgerton.
My something good is Love Island All Stars.
Oh, God.
Because it's the UK cast and they're my favorite.
Michael, your favorite's UK, right? For all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just, before we jumped on here, I just finished the Heart Rate Challenge episode.
Oh, God.
So I'm finally into like the thick of it, but I almost texted you and Marsha the other day to be like, I don't like any of these people.
No, they're not that likable.
Like, I like them on other shows I've seen them on, but on this, I was like, it just wasn't working for me. And now I'm like, okay, I'm invested now. But I feel like that's just how Love Island goes sometimes because there's so many episodes.
There's like 35 episodes. The UK one, there's like 50 episodes or something crazy.
Yeah, because UK actually goes, they film like 2 or 3 weeks longer than the US does.
Yeah.
Probably because they get way better PTO over there.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But my girl Helena's back.
Oh, God.
Unfortunately,
Tommy.
still not working out for her.
No.
But
no spoilers. I won't spoil you. I'm ahead of you.
Oh, yeah, because I had texted Marsha when I was like starting it. Oh, because I think I started it during like the last snowstorm. And she's like, it was when you raced last weekend. Because I was like, if there's anything I can like DoorDash to you guys or something, like let me know. And she's like, oh, okay. She's like, what are you doing this weekend? I said, I'm binge watching Love Island All Stars. And she said, we've watched all of them. Feel free to text me about whatever.
Oh my God, hysterical.
But yeah, my boy Harrison just came back, so I'm excited to see where that goes. But,
oh God.
Oh, Harrison.
I can't wait to see. So I actually forgot about All Stars until I follow a couple of the UK guys from last season. And I think Harry shared something in his story where him and Tyreek were talking about Harrison. And I was like, oh, I forgot about All Stars. He must be a bombshell. And then that's when I started watching it. So I was spoiled. I was spoiled on him being a bombshell, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, you can only be so spoiled on Love Island. It's,
Yeah. So
there's just drama after drama after drama.
Yeah. It's so good.
I was just scrolling stories and Karate Chop posted this video of him in the hot tub.
Yes.
And he gives the finger, but it starts, I literally thought it was a penis. And I just messaged him. I was like, I thought your penis was in this video, and I was flipping out.
You were always texting other guys about penises.
It was so, I was like, because I had skipped it, and then right as I was going to skip, this like image comes up, and I was like, wait. And I had to go back because I thought it was I thought it was an accident, and then it's his whole middle finger. But I thought he accidentally had his penis on Instagram.
Oh, God.
God damn, that made me laugh.
Unbelievable.
Let's see. What is my something good? My something good is cheering at runDisney races, even though I am not there yet. So I'll go with that.
Oh, goodness. And you better come home with like a good race report. I want like ladies fighting over glasses. I want to hear whatever the weird princess drama is, because there's always like weird princess drama.
All right. I'm going to wrap us up with a quote.
Oh, okay. This is actually a lot longer than I thought it was going to be.
I know.
Yeah.
Look at us with a full episode.
Absolutely. Well, thank you all for listening. And kind of in the spirit of that, I don't think we've ever taken this thing too seriously, but I know a lot of people have given us really nice compliments or say they somehow became inspired by something one of us has done. And, I don't know that that's ever the overall intention, but if that's a byproduct of just us yammering away, we're going to keep doing it. But it all the comments and all the friendships that we've made throughout the time that we've been doing this mean the world to us. So the quote is, "One day you will tell a story of how you overcame what you went through, and it will be someone else's survival guide." And that's Brene Brown.
The other thing about our podcast is every week Tom has a quote that ends the episode. And every week I'm for some reason enraged by it. Even when
that's
it's
just your vibe.
Extremely nice. I'm I hate it.
You know what? That's fine. Thank you all for listening.
That's us.
And that's us. And we will talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.